But as I left the store, I thought, this is a case of brittle decision making. This happens when people follow rules so closely that they stop using common sense. Now, we've all had experiences like this. Workers often learn to follow rules exactly even when the rule doesn't fit the situation. They feel stuck and are afraid to break a rule even when breaking it would be the right thing to do. Over time, our society has become more focused on rules than on reason. We see this in the laws that we are now faced with, and in businesses. Large companies have rule books that are thousands of pages long. And this can make people afraid to use their own judgment. Even when workers are told to think for themselves, they may hesitate because they don't want to run afoul of something or get in trouble especially for something they weren't even aware of. And this is especially true if they've been punished before for maybe breaking a rule that didn't make sense, or maybe they've seen someone else suffer the same fate. Some people have enough experience and confidence to ignore a rule when it clearly does not apply, but many others do not, especially frontline workers who don't feel safe doing that. They don't want to risk making a mistake or getting themselves in trouble.